Hello everybody, welcome to another part of Trusteft Retro Weekend. This time we have UMS, Universal Military Simulator. This game was released in 1987 by Rainbird, and it is my first ever, that I remember anyway, computer video game that is also a war game, a strategy game if you wish. In this game, which is very simple in terms of presentation, you have to defeat the enemy army. There are a series of battles you can take place in. But first I want to mention this loading screen. I remember when I first saw this, it was the first time I saw a game loading taking so long to actually load. I was even worried at first that it was something wrong with the computer or the game. Still, just a good time. Now, I didn't have the exact same. I don't think my version was cracked by the WCA. But never mind that. You are in 2013 anyway. So here's the main menu. Here you have several options. Run simulation, create scenario, design map, or of course design army. In the design map we can for the first time see the map, or at least a blank map. You can change as you wish. You can create a random map if you prefer, with set pieces, set numbers, as I'm gonna do now, just to show you how it is done. And or of course you can choose random numbers for each field. Having a bit of a problem here choosing what I'm gonna place, although it doesn't matter since I'm not going to play this map. But I finally managed to decide to, continue. Let's have the map. From what I remember is very plain, the one we create here. But later on you're gonna see the main map in one of the scenarios. It can be quite impressive actually. The graphics, as you can see here, the map are in 3D. It's quite amazing for the time, I think, and the size of this game. You're gonna see what I mean in a few seconds. So you can either load the scenario from the disk you might have created yourself, or from a mission disk, or choose one of the scenarios, as I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you guess which I'm gonna pick, but you're probably gonna fail. Haha, I'm just kidding. So I'm going for Gettysburg, because why not? After a few seconds the game loads. The map is okay, not the most exciting. The green stuff you see are forests or other bushes and so on. The plain white is of course just plain territory. We can zoom in or extreme zoom in, or have a normal zoom level as it is originally. This is of course the simple zoom in level. And you can decide to what direction you want to have to look at the map. Another thing that it was not exactly common at the time, or even much later on. Even today, many 2D strategy games, or war games as this is, don't give you the option of changing the map view. You can have a quick look at the forces you have, or the other side, before the battle commences. You can see here we have 49 units, 90,000 total men, and each unit what it has and some of their stats. Goes quite a bit of detail for a game. I mean, nowadays you can see these numbers, but the number of games that actually go this deep are very few. Alright, I think it's about time to start the game, so we click on issue commands, and then you are going from unit to unit to issue move directions, move commands to each unit, special orders, and then choose next unit, last unit, depending if you want to move another unit before finishing with all the moves remaining for this unit. Here I'm gonna move a couple of units so you have this done. It's very simple, and you can get used to the GUI in time. Of course, if you are used to only very modern games, you might have a problem. Now, I did a very big mistake, but very common mistake. I moved my units depending on the direction of the map as I'm looking at, but without taking in consideration the actual directions. So I moved them away from the enemy troops. It doesn't matter. This is just a test game to show you the game. So let's say that we finished with all the units. We haven't, of course. Now we choose, since it's the first turn, to choose what army each side will control. After doing that, we choose, since we chose a computer to run the opponent, what type of pattern strategy we'll use. And then, from what I remember, we start the game. If we go to battle, I said battle, yes, general, just yes. We can fire range weapons. You can do this every turn for all your units that can fire range weapons. So we are going through artillery now. Range of fire, as you can see, 4 points, but there are no enemy near us. So let's have another look. Another unit. This one? No. How about this one? No. And this one? No, I'm pretty sure there'll be at least one, from what I remember. Yes. You can see here there is a heavy infantry near us that we can fire at. So let's do this as soon as I remember how. No, don't go to quit. Close enough. Try again. Yes, I pre-recorded this video. Yes, just a bit more. Yes. So it automatically fires, at least if it's in range, and you can get the immediate results. I don't think I tried another one. No. Alright, let's quit. This is quitting the fire phase, which each turn has a fire phase. Now let's go to the next simulation phase, where the units are automatically moved depending on their speed and orders. And the enemy fires and kills 57 of our troops near Gettysburg. That's not good. Those bastards. Alright. Let's see, they moved as much as they were supposed to in 10 minutes, as you can see on the bottom left. So let's do another fire range weapon. Now, obviously I'm doing just a couple of units here, where in the full game you have, for example in this battle, 50 units. Each battle can take, hours to complete. Although I guess after a while, you can finish a battle in much less time if you play very quickly. But of course, if you play very quickly, you are missing the point of this game. I remember playing this game, especially during the weekend. Yeah, I remember Saturday and Sunday afternoon. I was spending like a few hours each day to play this, and I was really into it. Really into it. It was great. I even played a couple of multiplayer games with a friend of mine. It's seriously one of the best games of its time, and some would say even further than that. Let's see another phase. Let's see what happens. The enemy fires again. 142 men. The artillery there is killing me. We have to destroy it as soon as possible. Well, of course I'm not going to for this video, but give you something to think about. Like, shall I play another battle here? I think I will. Actually, this could perhaps make a good let's play. Of course, I'm gonna lose all my subscribers if I do that, but I think it could be worth the time. Well, this is about it, I guess. I'm not going to get into any further. One of the best things about this game is that you can see here too in the create an army. You can choose basically the technological level of each army, and you can create armies to play many different battles that you can also create. It's a very expansive game. It's a shame that at the time there was no internet to speak of. I'm talking about 1987. So, well, there was... Okay, I won't go into that. But I believe that if a game like this existed while there was internet to the level of today, let's say, or even 15 years ago, and had a proper play-by-email support, it would be very, very popular. Well, all things considered. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here this video. Thank you very much for watching and letting me show you one of my favorite games of all time. Goodbye.